What's flexible living? What's the difference between flexible living and co-living? What's the different types of real estates in this type of?
But first of all, let me start with the idea that I actually started the habit to solve a problem, right? And the problem is that when I started the company in 2017, to find an apartment, it was absolutely crazy. If you would go to China, you'd have a local platform, Spain, local platform, and all of the technology and the business model there is a simple classified. So putting together the owners and the tenant or the potential tenant, it was very dodgy because the landlord can actually, trick you into things, etc. Of course, that's once you go into the apartment, you never know. Maybe you have to buy the sheets. I remember myself, I lived abroad all over Asia and then Europe, and every time I was going to IKEA buying the same three things, like, okay, this pillow. So the idea is, can we do something more in housing than just a classified? So can we curate an experience where the customer not only has a place to stay, but it also has some level of community or other people that are staying there, as well as a very simple way to access the property without basically having to go through a local landlord, a lot of documentation, etc. And the first approach that we had was